Hello, everybody. Oh, hold on. Looks like the webcam doesn't want to show up. There we go. We did it. How's everybody doing today? We are back with another night of Lewis League here as we're wrapping up what I believe is a scrim real quick. But we should be getting underway with the games shortly. Only 2 games for us tonight. Not going to have the full gamut here, as we will be picking up with Toronto and Seattle starting any moment now. And we'll be following Toronto throughout the evening as they take on the Red Deer Caribou afterwards. Seattle being the only winless team, coming into tonight. Solary, the only team who we will not see today, is actually the only undefeated team so far. So Solary is going to be playing Red Deer at the same time as our first game over on a different server. So unfortunately, we won't be able to catch that. Solary also playing against Seattle at 8:10. So unfortunately miss out on their games, but nonetheless, we'll get to watch Seattle and Toronto duke it out here first as they try to battle for their first win of the season. The Tony Flo, Crab, Doug, Haybert, among others. So it should be exciting. Looking forward to it. I hope everybody else is as well. It looks like the scrim is wrapping up here. So we should be getting underway in just a moment. I will zoom in, Lewis. Don't worry. I haven't tabbed back into the game yet. All right. Let's get this show on the road. One thing I would absolutely love if Migo, I think it would be Migo. I don't know. Maybe it's Pain. I don't remember if this is server side or client side. I think it's server side, but I would love if left click would have you look at the last puck you touched instead of the real puck in the server. Would be nice, but is what it is. We'll skip my my rants for the evening and get into the game as we are ready to go. So on blue we have Toronto, which is Owl, DeBeezy, Sully, Meatsail, and Gawed, aka Guy LaFleur, who's played by many names previously. And on the red side, we have Crab in a Tree, Quacky, Doug, Tony, Flo. I don't know why he has Sat in his name, and Haybert. So off the opening face-off here, nice opportunity for Toronto, who I suppose you could argue comes in as the favorite in this game, as they do have 1 win on the season. They are 1-1 so far to Seattle's 0-2. This breakout opportunity there for Seattle is rewarded by Crab. Not able to get anything going off of that one, though, as he, I think, threw the puck away a little bit too quickly. May have had a second to play with that. Meatsail tries to dangle his way out, but a great job by Crab, reading that the whole way and not allowing that through. DeBeezy trying to find the chip, but can't do so. So Quacky will pick that up, and he's going to look up and across for Tony. Tony at the blue line. No momentum, so he has to just dump that in. So DeBeezy and Crab fighting for it, but DeBeezy wins that. He's going to find Guy up the boards. Guy with a beautiful cut in, and I don't think Haybert was ready for that at all. Let's take a look here as we see what happens. Guy makes a beautiful cut back on Tony, and oh, perfect shot. Top side, top corner, far side of the net. And 1-0 for Toronto. Excellent breakout pass. Great job by DeBeezy. Catching the Seattle team in transition, taking advantage of that. Guy sitting in the perfect spot. And oh my God. What a macro jump to get that one out of the air. Macro jumps, not legal in LHL games, but I believe they are legal in the Lewis League. I have to guess that was probably Guy. Or Gawed. I always want to say Daweg, who he's named after. So Seattle attempting to get a breakout of their own here, but stuffed by Owl. And Owl has an opportunity on the backhand. Great job on the doorstep there by Haybert. looking a little bit more alive after the first goal. Does actually react to that one and makes a nice save. However, not out of the woods yet. Toronto keeps the pressure on, but a point shot there from Owl goes wide. And Toronto will have to reset here as they drop this puck back down to Sully. Sully is going to dump this in, but a nice job by Tony jumping up to block that one out of the air. Crab looking for a breakout pass, but nothing doing. This will be another reset as Owl will find DeBezy around. Quacky on the forecheck here. DeBezy wisely goes back to Owl. Crab stepping up to forecheck now. Getting the pass over to Meatsail. Back across to DeBezy. Taking their time breaking this out. Trying to maintain their possession. Is the Toronto team as DeBezy finds Meatsail across, who slows the play down here. However, a nice job by Doug and Crab. And they are able to pinch that puck away. So Quacky back to Tony and back up to Quacky. Does he have enough room? He does, but he's got another man coming in. But a beautiful centering pass and off the post again is Crab. Oh, a perfect opportunity. And unfortunately, it will not go for them. Long shot here from Haber. Looked like it was on net, but paying attention is Sully. Well, I wish we had a replay of that opportunity. Wild to see that play out the way it did, as Crab is usually the one center passing it over. And, oh, right in front. Prime chance there. For I think it was Meatsail, but a beautiful save by Habert. Keeps this a one-goal game. Habert played very well when we saw him play on Thursday last week, so not surprising to see him keeping that up, though. He will need to continue to keep that door clamped shut to give his team an opportunity to find a way back in, who have struggled a bit offensively here so far in the first couple games, but still early on into this tournament. A lot can change. Guy playing with it here is finding Owl across through the neutral zone. Owl looking for meat, but that's wide. Doug going to pick this up now for Seattle. He's looking for what looks like a long shot, actually, I think, and almost bounces in over Sully's stick. A little awkward there where he has to play that in his feet. But no harm, no foul. As Toronto tries to skate this up and over the line. But, oh my God, I thought they had lost it, but it bounces up and over, landing for Guy perfectly on his stick. Let's take a look at this. Out of the air, he tracks it the whole way. The defenseman overskates it. Doesn't quite read it as well as Guy does there. And Guy in the right spot at the right time. DeBezy getting his second assist of the game. And Guy, his second goal, putting his team up 2-0. Say a chance there is lost again as Crab flubs it a little bit. Bit of a tough play, but a little rough around the edges for this Seattle team offensively. And we'll go into the end of the first period, our first intermission, with Toronto leading 2-0. Certainly not an insurmountable lead by any stretch. We've seen much larger leads overcome in the past, in particular by this Seattle team. They're not the exact same players, but featuring, I think, 3 of the 4 skaters, maybe. Can't remember if Doug was on that Seattle team, but I could say Crab and Tony definitely were. And, yeah, this one doesn't look like it should have gone in, but this is really what we want to see as DeBezy tries to make the defensive play on that one, but only gets a piece of it. And is not able to swing that away before Quacky gets a little chip right over Sully. I think Sully was expecting DeBezy was going to get a little bit more of that one. I'm sure Dabs and Sully will both want that one back. But that's probably what we need to see for Seattle to actually get this done. You really want to see Quacky being the one up front in net, trying to tip things in, redirect one time instead of Crab, which kind of had their roles reversed there during the first period, so not too surprising to me that as soon as they swap that back around, they do find some success. Question is, will it continue? An interesting anecdote here. I believe Crab was actually playing defense, I think, playing defense on the last night of games, and it looks like he has swapped to forward, with, I believe, Tony coming back for him. So some interesting switches here to what they've been doing. Owl now with it, curling around. He's going to look for probably a shot attempt at this point as he gets up over the red line. And it is on net, a deflection. A little bit scary there at the end. But that does land harmlessly on top of the net. And Seattle able to get that clear. So Tony will pick this up now. Below his own goal line. He's going to probably look for Crab up and across. He does. That's off the mark. And Owl there to cover it. Does get it across to Meatsail. Meatsail with no momentum gets absolutely blown over by Doug. Quacky then in response blown over by Guy as the game is getting physical. Meatsail losing it in his feet. Maybe not fully recovered from the hit he suffered earlier. And that puck will get sent back to Sully, who looks for Meat again deep. Does find him, but can Meatsail really do a whole lot with it? It doesn't look like it. Quacky will pick that one up now. He's got Doug across, Tony up, Crab up, crashing the net. A shot lands right there in front for Sully. Looks like they were going for a tip or redirect in front. Great job by Sully stepping up on that to play it. So Tony with another chance here. And oh, the puck gets blocked by Owl at the point. Oh my goodness. Tony gets it from behind him, trying to immediately clear that up. And Owl on the block attempt happens to just physics that right into the net. Oh man, that's going to be really disappointing for this Seattle team, and definitely, we'll say, kills the momentum that they had built by cutting the lead down to only one at the start of this period. We're going to need to find the next goal. It's a nice opportunity there from Owl again. Seattle's going to need to find the next goal to swing this momentum back in their favor, or this one is going to be over quickly. As Meatsail and Guy and Owl all are pretty heavy momentum-based players. Once the confidence gets going, it's really difficult to stop them. So Tony looking for Quacky. He does find it, but nice defense from Owl. Crashes down on that before Quacky has an opportunity to do much of anything with it. And the team defense from Toronto showing up big so far as they're able to strip Doug. And now we've got a 2-on-1, Guy and Meatsail. Meatsail dekes around the defense and puts it top right corner of the net. Not a whole lot Bert can do there. We know he's certainly capable of making some of those saves, but with a man in front screening him too, and a breakaway it was actually a 2-on-0. It's hard to expect much else from him. And yeah, as we were just talking about, momentum-based players, now that they are riding that confidence, expect to see that continue. Seattle's going to have to work hard here. They really need to get at least some dangerous shots on net, start getting something back the other way, but stripped on the boards is Tony by DeBezy. Gets it to Meatsail. Meatsail off the near post. Very close to being a 5-1 lead. But it was not meant to be here, so Quacky with an opportunity coming the other way. Slow plays it, deking around right into Sully's feet, but Sully reads that flawlessly. A great job by him, turning that aside. So Owl with it now. Going to take another long shot, and oh, the tip attempt. Meatsail did get that. I did not see if that was on net, but he did make contact. It would have been absolutely disgusting if he had even gotten it on frame. Sully trying to clear it, but a nice block by Quacky. Unfortunately, blocks don't matter. And that puck will get dumped down deep for Tony. Who's going to get it across to his D partner in Doug. Doug stripped by Guy here. Guy, one of the better forecheckers in the game. Tony there to bail him out. And that'll do it for the period. So 2-0 lead for Toronto turns into a 4-1 lead for them. So we go into this third and final period of this game, barring any overtime, with a big 3-goal lead and all the momentum in Toronto's favor at this point in time, as I believe they've maybe generated 2 shots on net in total so far this game for Seattle. Has not been a particularly inspiring showing from them so far, but it is the first game of the night. Some teams take a little while to warm up into it, and this Toronto team has shown a lot of potential as Crab makes a nice move around, and oh, he was picking the top corner. But Sully shuts the door at the last second, and a beautiful job, though, by Tony. He picks this up on the boards, getting the rebound from Sully's save there. And Sully has to come out and try to contest it. But Tony, beautiful pass there under his stick, finds Quacky in front, open net in front of him. And for the second period in a row, we open up with a Seattle goal, showing strong ability to generate off the face-off 2 times in a row here for them. The struggle has been, well, any other way of generating offense, unfortunately. Quacky will fling this in, and he's got a man in front in Crab, and Crab with a beautiful behind-the-back pass. Oh, he tried to hit that up and knock it back down for himself so he could create a tight-angle shot, but when that wouldn't go, he made a beautiful drop pass. Unfortunately, I don't think his teammates were quite ready for that. Tough to anticipate that was about to happen, so it's hard to blame them. But a pristine-looking opportunity for them there, and one they need more of, as a point shot from Owl is deflected by Guy. Let's take a look at this in close. Owl rips the shot, and Guy redirects that just enough. Not a ton, but just enough to get that by Haybert's stick, who I'm sure was tracking that. And Bert is going to be frustrated with how this one has gone. Sent into the corner. Crab chasing it now. He's got Quacky down low. Bit of a miscommunication, but Quacky does come away with this one here. He's probably going to look for the around. Yep, and he finds it to Doug. Doug with an arcing pass in, but nobody home to try to swat that one down. So this will be gently sent up same by Guy to DeBeasy. Great job by the Seattle defense. However, Meatsail comes flying in. Almost able to take that one away anyway. And strong forecheck from Guy. It does mess with this breakout pass. Doug able to get back to it for the moment, but it's knocked away again by DeBeasy. And Guy with a chance tried to curl that back. It looked like that was going post, but oh man, what a nasty play by Guy there. That would have been filthy. Showing why he is absolutely one of the best players in the game. No questions asked. Guy loses it here in the neutral zone to Doug now, who's going to take his own shot, but right into the twig of Owl. Good job by him getting that stick in the shooting lane. They're playing, again, great team defense here in front of Sully, making his job easy, limiting the number of shot opportunities. Back and forth in the neutral zone we go. Tony has an opportunity. It's a nice body by Quacky. Tony has to take a bit of a rushed shot, though, and Sully able to read that. Will calmly send that aside. Quacky with an opportunity now with the puck bouncing around below the goal line. He finds Tony on the point. Tony steps up, goes for the shot, but it's blocked by Guy. Owl will pick this up and try to get it back to Guy. Doug pinches up on that, though. Swats that away. Gets it to DeBeasy, who finds Guy, who now finds Meatsail down low, but a great job there by Haybert to knock that away from Meatsail. Is it enough? I hope so. It looks like it is. And Haybert standing tall there. In a difficult situation for him. Crab looking across for Tony. He's got Owl and Guy all over him. And oh, what a series of moves there by Quacky. Disgusting handles. Can he get around the last guy? He cannot. So he sends it across for Tony, who does not have an angle, but it gets over to Doug. He puts it in front, nobody home. And that will kill off that possession as we are down under a minute to go. Seattle desperately needing a miracle, but unable to find one as Meatsail has possession here. Haybert has to clear that one out. And it is sent all the way deep, very much icing this game. And going to put Seattle down, unfortunately, to 0-3 so far on the season. I'm not 100% sure of the playoff rules, but my understanding is that the number 1 seed goes straight to the finals, and I believe the number 2 and number 3 seeds will play each other first in sort of like a wild card play-in to figure out who will advance to meet the number 1 team in the finals. So you should be able to make the playoffs still as the 3rd seed. However, it's the last seed. Unfortunately, that luxury is not afforded to you. So not the best start to this tournament, to say the least, for Seattle, as they are dropping to 0-3. In desperate need of picking up some points here so this doesn't get too far away from them. As I believe this is maybe a 12-game round robin regular season, maybe 15. It's not a lot. So they're already about a fifth or a quarter of the way through the season, however you want to cut that. And it is it's rough to be in the spot that they're in, but still plenty of time left. And obviously they have all the talent in the world to be able to get it done. We'll see what they can do in their second game. Try to see when some of the other teams pop in here, what ended up happening in the Solary Red Deer game that was happening over on our other server. Solary being 2-0 so far on the season. We are expecting that we should see, I believe it's the Red Deer coming here to face off against the winners of the last game in Toronto. They may have started a couple minutes late, so we'll give them a bit of time. So hope everybody is having a great summer so far. Now, just getting into August, it's, I'm sure, going by too quickly for many of you, as I know it is for me. But it is always nice to have HQM back, especially the higher level games that we get to see in tournaments like this. I will always have fond memories of casting the USA-Canada series as an example that we just did recently, which if you have not seen it, should be able to go ahead and find that by searching for Dyaloreax on YouTube. I believe it's also on the HQM Network channel. It was an excellent best of 7 series between quite literally the best players that North America has to offer. So if you get the chance and you're bored, take a look. It is quite a time watching that. Probably the best series I've ever seen. Kiwi asking if we can sing happy birthday to Otto. Unfortunately not. Otto has never sung happy birthday to me, so I feel like it's only fair that he has to do it first. I also don't entirely believe that it's Otto's birthday, but he is a fish. Never can tell. All right, so it looks like we have Red Deer popping in now. I think they have the full team. Looks like it. So we should see them hopping in shortly. And we'll get our second of 2 games tonight underway. Unfortunately, I will not be available to stream tomorrow night, so you'll have to catch the games on someone else's stream. I don't actually know if Lewis has found anyone yet for that or not. So if there are any GMs who happen to listen to this, please make sure you turn on your in-game replays for tomorrow's games. Lewis will thank you later. Though I'm not allowed to say how he will thank you on Twitch at risk of being banned. All right, so hopping into the server, we do have the Red Deer, Marchie, Delph, Otto, Kiwi, and Super Hot Glue taking on the Toronto team we just saw, whose lineup looks to be the same, which is Guy, Meatshill, Sully, DeBeezy, Owl. Positions are set. We should see the opening face-off here shortly. We don't have any of the elite face-off takers in this game. Guy, probably the best among them. Looks like he is trying to do it and is able to win that one, beating Otto. I know neither Otto or Guy are particularly fond of the new face-off strategy, as it is a little dumb. But speaking of Guy, Beautiful play there off the face-off. Owl finds Guy cutting across through the middle, and Guy cuts it back in on Marchie. Takes a beautiful backhand shot. Super, not much he can do on that one. That is a perfectly placed shot there by Guy, and a great opportunity as Marchie loses it in front of Super. I'm sure he's not particularly fond of that right after being scored on, especially. So Toronto picking up where they left off with a 1-0 lead early. And the physics puck will get sent all the way back down. Marchie and Guy fighting for this one. Owl is going to come away with it, and he's going to find Guy. Guy gets a little chip pass over to Meatsill. Meatsill somehow finds his way through two with possession. Oh, what a move. And Meatsill tries to make the pass, but Marchie, with his stick in the lane, blocks it and dumps it. Sully finds DeBeasy on the same boards wide open. He's going to go with a light chip over to Meatsill, who's going to come back with this. Skating around Otto. He runs into him, but keeps the puck, keeps his momentum enough. And what a move to get by Marchie. Oh my God, that was disgusting. Marchie gets absolutely walked here, and another beautiful backhand that goes bar down and in. It looked like it was going to be too high, but somehow slips that one just under and Meatsill. What a freaking play. That is some excellent stuff right there. And a 2-0 lead for Toronto as they are quickly looking like the most dominant team in the league. Nice job blocking that there by, I believe it was Guy. Meatsill on it now. He's got Guy in front. Loses it at his feet. Can he get back to it? No. Otto hits that away. Dalf able to come in and make a play on that. We now have Marchie going back the other way. Sends it down to Kiwi. Kiwi is able to get it despite Sully charging out. The net was empty there, but he wasn't able to get it over to anyone who could play it. Otto having to receive that behind him. And oh, a tip down in front. Otto takes a shot intentionally placed so Kiwi could play it. And Kiwi makes a beautiful tip, but it would not go. Sitting on the line and going the other way is Sully, clearing it out, finding Guy right up the middle who takes the backhand shot up and over. Super hot glue stick. And just like that, it is 3-0 now for Toronto. It's the Red Deer looking quite lost. And oh, a perfect opportunity. They had a completely open net, but didn't get the puck down in time. And somehow Toronto comes away unscathed, looking to create their own breakout. As Guy cherry picking deep, oh, it does turn back. It looked like Owl might lose that, so tough to blame him for turning back on that one. But if he had stayed up, we may have been looking at a 4-0 lead. However, that is still on the cards as they are maintaining possession. Meatsill getting it back. He's going to curl this out and around, trying to slow play it. But it is stolen away from him by Dalf, who finds Marchie on the high chip pass. Marchie's skating up. He looks for the across pass. Does find it to Kiwi, but Kiwi with a light shot is easily turned aside there by Sully. He was trying to fool him on the changeup. And out in front, Sully gets a piece of it out of the air. But Dalf still has it. Red Deer trying to find the centering pass. And Sully again playing it again out of the air. Knocks it to the side. Otto looking for the boards, finding Marchie. Marchie back to Otto, but it's wide. Otto gets the block. Kiwi picking it up now, tries to curl it back in, but it's blocked again. And somehow they keep getting away with it. Somehow keeping this puck out of the net. I do not understand it. I don't understand what wizard magic they are employing here. But Toronto, with one hell of a sequence, keeps their 3-goal lead. DeBeasy now looks for Guy, who goes for the chip pass up to Meatsill at the center line. Meatsill over and across to Owl, but it's a bit too far. He's got to fight off Otto for it, and he does lose that battle. No shame in that, though. Otto trying to find Marchie, who is now up deep and cannot receive that pass. So that'll get sent back to Meatsail, who's now going the other way. Meatsail has Owl across, and he looks for a tip. But Owl not quite where the puck ended up, so wasn't able to make a play on that. Guy trying to fling this across. Owl's going to have one more chance. He's got 2 seconds left. Curling off the boards. Tries to do a spin shot. Tough to pull those off and get them on frame. Good execution there, though, by Owl. Though I think despite not scoring there at the end, they're probably happy coming out of that period with a 3-0 lead. And with the way this game is going, I am anticipating that they will quickly add to this. Owl off the face-off, makes a great move around Kiwi, but can't get around Otto. And Otto leaving it for Kiwi. Kiwi cuts it wide. The puck was just a little too far away from him, so he couldn't handle it like he wanted to. And Sully steps up, and it's just enough. Going the other way, Meatsail in front. Trying to find a tip on the guy pass, but nothing doing there. As Kiwi finds Otto on the front door, I guess, not really the back door, is it? Right in front of Sully. Finds him right here on the front door. Look at this pass. Beautiful work by Kiwi. Otto slows it down a little bit. The back checker may have had an opportunity to swing his stick there if he got it at the right timing. But Otto with a free opportunity and right down the middle of the net, which is the hardest part of the net to make a save from. So Red Deer will take that. Great play by Kiwi. Making this a 3-1 game. Sully skates out now, trying to do it himself, and that's over the net. However, was able to generate some kind of possession for his team. But now we have a 2-on-1 going the other way, and Otto cuts it back to the outside away from Owl, and a beautiful top far corner shot here from Otto. Didn't have the space to cut in front like he would normally want to, and that is top corner on Sully. Perfectly placed. He might not shoot a lot, but when he does, turns out Otto's still pretty freaking good. Meatsail with it now off of the one face-off as he's dancing around with it in the corner. Owl will pick up the clear attempt. He's going to circle back around, trying to keep possession, and he'll send this down deep. But Marches should get here first. And he finds Dalf. Dalf looking right up the middle for Otto. Does find him, and Otto has another opportunity. And on the ice this time, fools Sully. Sully thinking this was going to go up top. If you look at the angle on his stick, Otto doesn't change that angle until the very last second where he flattens it out, and he does fool Sully there, making this a tie game. And I think it's fair to say it's a bit of a caster curse here, as I was predicting that Toronto would start running away with this one. And just like that, in barely 2 minutes of gameplay, the Red Deer have tied this game up 3-3. Great job by Otto positioning here on all three of these goals, but you have to give credit also to his teammates that have fed him some flawless passes. Perfectly timed passes, too. And Otto now picking this up deep. Goes for the cross pass, but it's going to be blocked by Meatsail. However, Otto able to get back to it. So with another chance at the same thing. This time leaving it for Dalf, who's going to look back across for Otto, who is now sprung with plenty of room to work with. Takes the long shot. I think he's looking for the tip from Kiwi. But Sully plays that nicely out to the side. Kiwi looking for Marchie on the boards, but Marchie is way back behind the play. And not able to get there, as he does lose it in his feet. And Guy able to pick this one up. He's got no angle, so he's got to cut this one back. Tries to fling it in front to Meatsail for a play out of the air. Beautiful effort, but no reward. And oh, what a body. Oh, DeBeasy gets absolutely leveled by Marchie there, allowing his team to pick up the puck. And a physics puck now does settle for Meatsail. Meatsail tries to fling this back across, but some wild physics is going to send this all the way back down to Sully. Sully going to try to make a pass. does not find anyone. So Otto will have to play this now. So a little spin move, looking for Dalf up the same boards, but a great job by Owl. Steps up on that. He tries to go for the cross to Meatsail, who would have been open. But Otto, great job defensively, shuts that one down. Trying to find an outlet of his own now. So Otto does find a streaking Marchi here. Marchi has Kiwi in the middle. He almost makes a perfect pass. I think it might have been a little bit too high. But a nice attempt there as Kiwi was sitting in front for a while. A little bit more space than what you'd probably want to see if you're Sully. Too much space to work with there for him. But some back and forth play here as we get down to the final 30 seconds of the second period. And Meatsail with an opportunity himself, trying to cut this around. And oh, what a play. Meatsail finds Guy in front. Guy sitting, looking for a tip, fights off the body. The puck just squirts right through the defenseman's legs. And Guy, with a simple little redirect, makes it look so easy, but right in front of the net there with not enough time to react, that is all you need. And despite giving up 3 goals in this period, Toronto going to be able to come back out on top with a 1-goal lead here. Potentially 2. Okay, it's over the net. Probably safe. Yes, the time runs out. So certainly a little frustrating there for the Red Deer Caribou to give up that goal late, but I'm sure they'll be happy to have cut the lead from 3 goals down to 1. Is some great work by the whole team. So 1 face-off by Guy for Toronto. He's going to leave Owl with the puck here. Owl trying to find DeBeasy, but DeBeasy lets that go as he's trying to fight off the boards. And Otto picks that one up. We'll see a replay here. DeBeasy just mistimed the swing there. That gives Otto the opportunity and just enough space to take a backhand shot right through the middle. I will say a little bit of criticism for Sully there. I feel like he could have that one. I'm sure he'd be saying that in the Discord right now. As there was no screen or anything. Obviously never an ideal situation when the puck gets turned over right in your zone, but Sully's a good enough goalie. He can get those. And his team is going to need him to get some of those at the rate that Otto is scoring, who has 4 goals so far this game. Meatsail now trying to add to his goal total, and he does. Making it 2 as he does all the work himself here, deking right through Otto's legs, taking an open backhand shot. Marchi trying to get his stick in the lane, but nothing doing. It's a little bit too far away from the play for that to really work. So just like that, back on top again is Toronto. This guy finds Meatsail, and oh, Meatsail somehow gets through the body of Marchi and in close gets his hat trick. Oh, Marchi really should have had that one, or at least had the body, and again, just barely mistimes that. Misses the swing, and Meatsail with a great job forcing him out, keeping his body in between Marchi and the puck, so Marchi can't do anything about it. And that will give Toronto their 2-goal lead back. See if they can make it 3, but Otto might have something to say about that as he and Kiwi go back and forth. Kiwi doing a great job pulling the lone defenseman over to him and sending it perfectly across. You'll see Otto again there disguises the stick angle on the shot. And Sully, not much he can do except give up a 5th goal to Otto, who seems to be out to prove that he is still the best player in the game, despite what many say about him from ranked pubs where he often AFKs and trolls a little bit. Well, sometimes a lot of it. Is it too little too late? Remains to be seen. As we have 3 minutes to go here in a tightly contested 6-5 game. For those who may not have been here with us the whole way, it was a early, very early 3-0 lead for Toronto, who has a chance to score again here, but Super, oh, what a great job. Right in front, he makes the initial save on the ice. It looked like it was going to bounce up and over his stick, and then he hits it again out of the air to clear it. Super excellent work. And a much-needed save. He'll have to step up on this one as well. Good job by him. Anyway, so for those who weren't here, Toronto jumped out to a early 3-0 lead. And we finished the first period with a 3-0 lead for Toronto, but that quickly in the first 2 minutes of the second period turned into a 3-3 tie game. And we have now gone back and forth ever since with teams trading goals here. Sully getting the long shot, but looking for the tip is Meatsail. Great defensive play there on the back check, knocking that away. Kiwi a little handcuffed on the pass. Can't really do a whole lot with it. But the good news is neither can Toronto. So Dalf will pick this one up. He's going to look to send this up same, but it's a bit too far. And Meatsail is going to have an opportunity going the other way. Otto able to swipe that away. But the puck still finds its way back to Meatsail, who, oh, what a play! Has only a teeny amount of room to work with. Look at this. Oh, my God. He's got the defenseman sweeping across. He's got supercharging out. He has about a quarter of a second to make that play, and he does so flawlessly. Meatsail, just a tremendous talent. For those who may be here from the Slapshot community, you might know Meatsail. I don't know if he plays as the same name, but I would assume his Discord is at least the same. You know, he's quite the player in both games. Meatsail killing time now with a minute to go. So I'm going to maintain this lead and not give Otto any more opportunities for any shenanigans. Kiwi with it here. Has an opportunity to take a nice backhand shot, but that is well wide. Marchi able to pick that one up on the rebound. But unfortunately, can't do much with it. However, as I say that, Otto does pick this one up, but he's got to skate back in his own zone. Really doesn't have the time to pull this off, as he's got only 30 seconds left now. They need to score, and they need to score fast. As this gets sent in and a nice attempted redirect there by Kiwi. But unfortunately, that won't go. And Guy finds Meatsail, but Meatsail stick not quite in the right spot. So the puck will go past him and back across to Otto, who's looking for Kiwi. Kiwi finds it on the receive. It's blocked, but it's sent back to Dalf, who puts it wide. And that may have been their only shot. They would have had to have scored there and then scored immediately off the faceoff, which is very unlikely given the new meta. So game was probably over there regardless, but nonetheless, an exciting opportunity to see. But Toronto, behind a 5-point performance from Meatsail and a 4-point performance from Guy, 9 points between the two of them, take the 7-5 victory in the second game of the night. And that will do it for us here, unfortunately, as there are no more games today. But the Lewis League will return tomorrow. Again, I do not know where the games will be streamed, so go ahead and check out the Discord for that. If you're not in the Discord, go ahead and type !HQM in the Twitch chat here, and you will find a link to that. But if there is a stream for tomorrow, that should be posted there, and you'll be able to catch up on the games and hopefully see some of Solary, who we didn't get to see tonight. But nonetheless, thank you everybody for hanging out and for watching the VOD. If you're doing so later, I hope you're having a great morning, evening, afternoon, whatever the case is, wherever you are. And we will catch all of you next week. Peace.